Hey guys, it's Floating, and I'm sorry for the big words on the screen. It says my Screen Recorder Pro trial version. Like me myself, I can't see it, but on the video you guys can see it, and the quality is dropped down a lot. But today I'll be explaining how to mix your vocals, and we're gonna be working with three programs: Adobe Audition CS6, FL Studio 10, or any FL Studios you want, and Audacity. Uh, the Adobe Audition, you can get the trial version, but that's just for 30 days. I have the full version. You could get FL Studios, but get the full version of that because if you don't, uh, you can't export your tracks, and then the last part of this tutorial makes no sense. If you can't export it, you're just wasting your time. Here's Audacity. So I have my recording right here. I'm gonna do this. And basically what I first do is I silence the beat so I know exactly where my vocals start, which is at 21 seconds. So I mute it and generate and go down to silence and click OK. And then you go to file and you export it, which I already done. So then we open up Adobe Audition and go to multi-track. Uh, Name it whatever you want, whatever you're working on. Well, let's see. How about running vocals 1? Yes. Alright. So first we come in and we drag our beat, I guess I have out first. Put that down in the second part right here, and then it converts. And then you just drag it to the middle. And then you go to your whatever you put your vocals, which I have right here. And I put that all the way at the beginning. And we double click on the vocals. We double click and we go to effects, amplitude and compression, and go down to tube modeled compressor. And in the drop down box there will be voice leveler. Click on apply and it'll even out your vocals. See how it's not all funky? And then we go to effects, go back to amplitude and compression, and then though you can't see it, but there's a hard limiter there. You click on it, hard limiter, and in the drop down box there's light. Make sure the link channels is checked. Let's see if I can, the link channels right here, and you click apply. Which then you go to back to effects, and then filter and EQ, paramedic equalizer. This is all based on your vocals, how your vocals are and how you sound. And this is more me, because when I record for some reason my voice is higher, so I put higher up a little bit and I put my lower down and click apply. What else can we do? Um, they have a special here for mastering, but I don't recommend it right now because you'll be doing that later. And then they have vocal enhancer, which is always good. I use right here they have music, which I usually just click on and I just apply it. It really doesn't make that much of a difference, like you can barely hear it, but if you put too much, click on multi-track, don't click on mixer. If you put too much, it would sound like auto-tune, and we don't want that. And then we can, since I've already done this, I know how my vocals are going to sound, so I would like to click it on 1. Sorry. Click on 1, or however you want it, and now skip to the vocals part, and here we just see if it's loud enough. Let's see. Nothing left to lose, so I'm going till it falls. This is right with everybody. This is wrong. This is my calling. This is what I do. All right, so as you see, the vocals are mixed. It's not like the original, which I'll play for you. Let me undo the silence. It's more compressed. The loudness isn't like, it doesn't distort. If Because you got to make sure your voice doesn't distort, or else that ruins the whole song. This is how the original sounded. Now I know it sounds louder. We'll fix that right here at the part we're going to. Let me close my FL Studios. And then, by the way, before you do anything, export this. I've already done that. I already have this whole thing just exactly how I showed you, but I'm just not gonna export it again. So you can close this. Right here it says no to all or whatever. If you're wondering what it says, I just click no to all. Then we go to FL Studios. We open that up. Make sure you have Producer Edition, because if you don't, you can't export it right here. And you can't save your files like if you're making a beat, like a simple one. Like boom, 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 clap, I guess. Like you can't, well, that was awful, I won. Like, but you can't even save that little thing. Alright, so now we want to click on song. Where is it? Right here. Click on it and it turns green. Go to our documents and we drag in our, when I exported it, I named it Running Vocals Compressed because the song is called Running, and I compress the vocals. So I just drag it in right here and set it to the beginning. And I bring in the beat. Where is it? All around it. And it came with the hook. You just put it here and go to where your vocals start, which is mine's is at bar 12. So then you want to open up your mixer, which is right there. And here is where everything happens. And to set your vocals, no, that's not my vocals. To set my vocals into the mixer, you want to bring your FX to 1, or wherever you want, 2, 3, 4. I usually put it to 1 because I have nothing there. And here's where all the magic happens. Uh, Go to select and start off with Fruity Reverb 2. And my vocals are more kind of sound better like this, where it's like less wet, it's more dry. And here's how it'll sound with reverb. Takes me away 'cause it feels like a nightmare. Day after day, wake feeling quite scared. But I got nothing left to lose, so I'm going till I fall. Thinking this right when everybody says it's wrong. Alright, so it doesn't have like noticeable reverb. Well, you can hear it a little, but that's it. That's about it. You don't want everybody to hear the reverb, because if you put too much, it's really bad. It just doesn't sound as good. Then click the Fruity Delay 2, which I'll bring up here. And you want to pan it a little to the left. And click on the ping pong effect, or normal. It doesn't really matter, but just don't do invert. Bring the volume right before halfway here. Same thing, because you don't want to have your words stumbling on top of each other. And the mixer, which I'll bring down, comes with a paramedic EQ. Like I added in one later, but this is for extra boost. And I just since my vocals are more mid-range and high range, I bring down the low range and do that. Move this a little over to the right.